Welcome to Insurance Alert broadcast. I am Vivek Jain here. Today we have with us Mr. Manoj Jain, Managing Director, Shriram Life. We are going to talk to him regarding the challenges which we think we can face in next quarter, that is the Q4, which is very important for the insurance industry. And what are the opportunities also which we can encash or we can look forward to. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Vivek. Wishing you and your audience and your listeners Happy New Year.
Same to you, sir. Sir, my first question to you is, what are the challenges you think, as you can see, things have started becoming bad day by day. Delhi is already under lockdown now. Maybe Bombay, Maharashtra will be soon. So are we back to the same situation we were maybe a year before or 1.5 years before?
See, if you see, this is, I think, the third year in a row. Okay. And we are seeing the similar trend that the virus starts somewhere from December, early December or mid of December, and then it peaks around March or by end of April. Last time it peaked around June or July. So that's a trend. And I personally feel that we expect the same trend even this year also. Because if you see, it always starts from the Western countries. And then we are maybe around a month behind or 2 months behind. So the other day I was talking to my son who's out of India, and then there every 10th guy or every 12th guy is having an Omicron. So I think since it's a global village, we call world as a global village, so then we can't live in isolation. So this will happen. But if you see, there's enough learning we had from the COVID-1 or COVID-2 wave. One is that now almost 80% of our population, or 70-75% of our population is vaccinated. Around 150 crore, 140 crore people have got the vaccination. And almost around 20-25% of our population has got the double vaccination. So to that extent, we are relieved. And even the government has now announced for the booster dose also. So that will also, cover a couple of crores people when this hits. The other, whatever I have spoken to the people within the local administration or in the government, I think this time the preparedness also is much more better because the enough learning was there from phase 2. So when it comes either availability of the oxygen or beds, all that is, it seems from the body language or whatever conversation I had with people, that the preparedness is much more better. Third is that this particular virus, whatever little we know, the severity of this in terms of fatalness and all that will be much more lower than compared to the wave 2. So from that angle, if it happens, then definitely the business will affect, no doubt about it. But if the effect is not very severe or it's not very fatal, then I don't think that any government can think of the complete lockdown. So maybe partial lockdown or even night curfew, optional services, all that may be, discontinued, or maybe there will be some break on that. But I don't think the larger economy will stop. The economy will continue because this is now the third experience, and the machinery is ready and the people are also ready. But despite of all this preparedness, what will happen is that by any chance, if there is a much loss of lives, then there is no other option except to have a complete lockdown, which as of now looks a very, very remote possibility. On a probability, it may be just maybe 5 or 10%, 90% will not happen. So that's what is the challenge. Now, when it comes on the insurance industry, if a lockdown happens, even the partial lockdown happens, to that extent, the sales guy will not be able to move. And you are a veteran in the insurance industry, so you know that almost 50% of the business of a particularly life insurance industry happens in January, February, March.
Yeah.
And whatever we may say digital, but at least customer want to meet once, if not twice, the salesman or the agent one to one. To that extent, the business may suffer. Other challenge which is there is, I'm sure you know, COVID too, a lot of severe losses of the lives, and the entire insurance industry had seen a severe percentage higher in the claims. Just to put a very simple, whatever claims the insurance companies was getting in the full year, most of the life insurance companies has got those claims in for 6 months itself. So 200% is a minimum. There are companies who has got 300% or 400% of the claims otherwise they used to get. So these are the challenges which we see for a larger economy and particularly for life insurance industry.
So the coming back to the main part, that is the claim part.
Mhm.
So do you think companies are prepared for it? Because at the end, sales are down, claims are high. How like thing will survive? And especially like year after year. It's not the first year that we are facing.
Yeah, a very valid question. So when it comes on life insurance industry, I think the industry is fully geared to settle the claims, because that's what is, I think, company after company, they are demonstrating. Even company like us, I remember when the complete lockdown was there, then also we were able to process the claims, uh, because of this COVID, somehow our entire digital machinery is now in place, starting from customer onboarding to sourcing of the business to servicing of the customers and even to the claim settlement. So all that is now fully geared, and I'm very happy to share that as high as 70% of our business, new business or renewal, is coming through digital mode. Because we are a company, you know that our customers are a common man, Aam
Yeah.
Admi, who stays in tier 3 and tier 4 town. Every second policy which I sell is a rural policy. And there, the adaptation of technology by almost 70% of our customers and agents is phenomenally good. So I agree with you that this is a tough time for industry, but I don't think this will remain permanent. And I'm sure you know that a couple of insurance companies are now looking to increase the premium also.
Yeah.
And some of the company has already initiated, and a lot of companies are there in pipeline because of this surge in the claims. So as far as claim settlement is concerned, I'm not aware much on the Mediclaim side or on the general insurance industry side, but whatever little I know, I think given all the limitations, they have also done a fairly
Good job.
reasonable job in terms of settling the claims, the genuine claims. But life insurance industry, to be very honest, I have not seen much in delaying the claim. If there's a genuine claim is there and the customer has completed the formalities, the claims are getting paid on time. So it's a tough time, and it is, I was just reading some analyst report. If you see in last 1 year, the stocks of insurance companies are almost flat when the overall market has moved up, but the insurance company stocks are either flat or maybe a marginal increase. So that is definitely there. And by any chance, as I said, that 90% is a probability that Omicron will hit. And if it hits, then the business will definitely get affected. So what we are looking, if we are able to do what we have done last year, we will be quite happy, or maybe a slight marginal increase of 5 or 10% here.
Is Shriram Life planning to increase the tariff or the premium rates?
Yes, we are also seriously contemplating, and we will also be increasing our premiums for our saving plans, endowment plans, and all that.
What opportunities you see now? Because now I think we are quite experienced also with facing the same problem again and again and again.
See, the opportunity here is that the awareness of insurance has really gone up. So earlier, when our sales team used to spend a lot of time in explaining to the customer why insurance, why life insurance, I think that awareness is very much there in the customer's mind. The only thing which happens is whenever this pandemic happens or whenever these lockdowns happens, there's always a tendency, and especially the segment which we are serving, they are not very well off people. So what they do, they usually want to preserve the cash. They want to sit on cash and they want to keep the money for their other essential requirements. So to that extent, we may get affected little more if this continues for a longer period.
So do you think some new kind of insurance should come up? Like, we have nowadays a lot of this, especially in general insurance sachets kind of a product. Similar things can be done in life insurance.
In fact, a lot of work is already being done in simplification of the product.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of simple products are there in the industry. And just to start, when our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi has come first time in the power, he had launched those two flagship Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Yojana and Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Suraksha Yojana, which is just ₹1 a day. Excellent product, simple product, and common among all the insurance company, and easy to sell and easy to buy. But despite all that, still there is the customer willingness to buy insurance is not there. And there you require a lot of push. So that's the challenge, even so much of awareness, but still we all Indians and we have that mindset, nothing is going to happen to me. So that's what that tendency is affecting. And I think what I feel, it's an evolution. Like we used to be a poor country, now we are in the developing stage, and some of our population has moved to the developed stage. And as our progress happens, as the economy grows, as more disposable money is available in the hand of a common man, I think the people will definitely go more for insurance because they know that they want to buy, but then they don't have those type of resources. And again, all that what I'm talking about for a common man, the Aam Aadmi, which is almost 70% of India falls in that category. So those are the ground level realities, and a lot of work is being done, but still more needs to be done in simplification of the product and simple onboarding, simple selling process. All that is there, but it may take a little more longer time than what we expected.
What about education, sir? Do you think education will play an important role?
I personally feel if in our curriculum, if a government can introduce the need for an insurance, why insurance, what is life insurance, what is health insurance, what is general insurance, I don't know whether it's there or not. At least when I was studying, it was not there.
Still, it's not. Still, I don't think it is there.
So if it can be added, then what will happen is the awareness will go, because it's a very long process. Lot of work industry is doing, lot of advertisement, lot of awareness work. Even Life Council is also doing, or General Insurance Council is also doing, but then it is still not reaching, because somewhere we always say it's a herd mentality. Like we know vaccination is important, but a lot of people are still not going for vaccination. So same is here on insurance, that we are much better. 20 years back when the insurance sector got open for the private sector, we are far better. We have come a long way, but then there is still a long way to go. So that's what is there on the sectors.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your views. And I think now Feb we have a budget, so we'll come back to you maybe in 2nd or 3rd week of Jan for the budget.
Perfectly. And talking to you and to your listeners will always be a pleasure. And I wish you all the best, and wish you again a very happy new year to you and to your entire readers. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
We are India's largest and Asia's second largest dedicated insurance news platform. Insurance Alerts handcrafted in India, solely dedicated to global insurance news in English and Hindi, with prime focus on India. Soon it will be available in all regional languages. Insurance Alerts reaches over 1.5 lakh insurance professionals in more than 20 counties, including over 1.20 lakh existing insurance agents and POS in India, residing in 200-plus towns by way of mobile app, website, and daily newsletter in morning and evening. Our YouTube channel Insurance Alerts broadcast is world's only channel with over 80 videos on insurance. We are connected to over 21,500 on LinkedIn. Intermediaries are the backbone of our insurance industry, spread all over the country, including remote areas, but they are the one who have no access to news on insurance industry, as there is no such exclusive platform. Insurance Alerts is conceived to fill up this gap and develop a platform where every single insurance intermediaries and insurance professionals has free access to insurance news. Insurance Alerts publishes news and articles for intermediaries, which elevates their status, upgrades their marketing skills, and develops interest of their vital role in trade and commerce to promote the healthy growth of the insurance industry, in line with national objectives. Insurance Alerts also covers news and events, policies launched, interview with insurance professionals and C-level executives, legal issues, updates on stock market on insurance company shares, latest orders and notifications by regulatory bodies and government authorities, insurance knowledge hub, etc.